Good morning and happy Tuesday to you. It's 8:30. That means that it's time for a little tea and wild thoughts with your girl, the beauty influencer. That would be me. Good morning, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You may be watching this at a later day and time on YouTube. And whatever time it is, I am grateful for you being here. So please make sure that you check out, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share that shit with somebody that you think may benefit and help your girl out. I'm just getting the vibe right as per usual. I hope that you are feeling blessed and well this morning. Happy Black History Month, y'all. Welcome. Good morning. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good this morning. No complaints, no worries. A lot of shifting. It's Mercury retrograde. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I have some things that have been in my spirit that I am looking forward to sharing with you this morning. So, like I said, just getting the vibe right. Y'all come in, get comfortable. You know, I hope that your morning is going well. Good morning, love. Hey, wait. Good old Charlotte. So, good morning. I am just, like I said, getting the vibe right, putting on a few of my products from the self-care store. This is the amazing Love Potion. It's got lavender, rose, chrysanthemum, rose quartz stones, amethyst stones in the bottom. It's an infused oil. You can put it in your hair. You can put it on your skin. You like the glasses? Thank you, sis. Thank you. It smells absolutely amazing, and it will bring all the loving energy into your life. I'm going to spray a little bit of this Positive Vibes Only spray. You know, it's mint water, serpentine stones in the bottom, eucalyptus, peppermint, and clary sage. It's all natural. I use essential oils in my products. So yes, go to the link in my bio or down in the information section. Check out the self-care store, Black-owned business. Hello. All right. You can also come and check me out at Essential Aesthetics and Laser if you need any skin services. I do facials there. I do laser hair removal there. I'm learning the lasers. I'm so excited. Gua sha massage, professional makeup, whatever you need. Beauty. Your beauty one-stop shop. And you can also sign up for my email list for my website to stay updated on absolutely everything that I have going on. You have the PVO spray. It is fabulous. Yes. Yes, it is. You can use it on your body. Use it in the environment. I promise you. Take it to work if you still go to work. It's got some serious energy in there. And, of course, it's aromatherapy. It smells amazing. So, check it out, folks. I also have sample sizes. All right. So, I've been having some really amazing dreams lately. I'm not even a dreamer. I don't know what that's about. And I'm not going to get into all that, but I don't know how you guys are experiencing the Mercury retrograde energy. But they have been a trip. So anyway, let's just go ahead and kind of go through last week and some of the things that, popped out. How about this slut shaming of Miss Chloe? And the silhouette challenge, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do hardly any of the challenges. I'm not really a challenge kind of guy, as my dad would say. More power to everybody, who jumps on board. I don't see how people have time for this stuff, but I certainly don't see how people make, so much of their time to sit there and shame everybody else for what they choose to do. Good morning. Leave that little girl alone, Leave that little girl alone. Anyway, Wendy Williams. I don't know if you guys saw the Wendy Williams. I didn't see it. But I've been hearing all about it. I'm interested to see it. let me know in the comments if you did get to check it out, what you think, if it's worth me even taking my hard-earned time to go out there and check this out. It seems like it is really, really dramatic. But yeah, because me personally, you didn't see it either. I ain't never really been a Wendy Williams fan. I just don't see. Anyway, I'm busy. I have the self-care store. I have Essential. I'll drive 2.5 hours every single weekend. I take care of my dad. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for no challenge. I don't have time for this. I just don't. So more power to the folks. And I definitely don't have time to sit here in my comments and I just think people be bored, which is okay. It's okay. But find something to do. I don't have time to sit there and shame them for what they doing and ain't doing either. It is what it is. So more power to the folks. Yeah, it literally says in my notes, I personally just do not have the time to keep up. I don't have time. So anyway, what I wanted to chat about this morning and what I wanted to share with you all, what's been in my spirit, is really about the sweetness of surrender. I put that up in my post yesterday. That surrender is so underrated. I think it has such a, kind of a negative or weak connotation for most people. But there is something to be said for knowing when to surrender. I'm drinking a delicious lemongrass and bergamot tea this morning as well. So just a tidbit about that. But the heaviness of life in this pandemic is really, really starting to, it's already been at that level, but you're starting to see the effects of the emotional and people's mental and emotional health being affected by this thing. I have a cousin who works in that field, and she was just, venting to me about people's mental health. Please don't take this lightly. Don't take this lightly. And that's why I'm saying surrender, just even surrendering to the understanding of what is happening with us, and that all of us are carrying some stuff, and a lot of the shit that's being projected is just not yours. These challenges, that ain't mine. I surrender. I just lay it all down because I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be fighting. Many of us have experienced enough of whatever we are going through and fighting through to literally just choose to give it up. I'll explain more. Surrender is more about the approach. And it is a choice to end something that we have been at war with. And I just know it all too well. It's a chance to study. It's also a chance to study your enemy and outsmart them and not become them, to defeat it. And so, I was watching David Banner. He always has words of wisdom, and he is so fine. But he was just talking about how a friend of his, he was talking about he was fighting through something. He was going to take these people to court, and he was going to do all this. And the guy was saying, no, just let it go. And, again, we think of letting things go sometimes as being a form of weakness. But he said, you will have to basically become your enemy to defeat them. And so, again, when I'm talking about an enemy, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what you are at war with. It could be your perception of yourself. It could be the way, white people and black people, or white people out here. It could be, the way you feel about, I don't know, your weight. It could be family issues. It could be whatever you are struggling with. It gets to a point where I remember a mentor of mine also saying to me, because I said, you have to fight. And she said, Joy, you don't have to fight. You need to get to the point where you stop fighting. If we are people who are peaceful people, we are people who are into the manifestation, and we are into the positive vibes and all these things, we have to be careful about the type of energy that we're bringing to the things that even we struggle with. Good morning. And so, some of us walk around with so much anger and so ready to battle any and every one. I'm telling you from experience that it is just too much. It is too much. Good morning. It's too heavy. We have enough that we're dealing with. Again, we are in the middle of a pandemic. Like that alone is enough. Those of us who are entrepreneurs and trying to run businesses and trying to take care of our families, and it's enough. It's enough than to keep dragging around things we've battled with since our childhood, things that we just can't control out here. And so I'll give you an example of some of the things that I personally have surrendered to put this more in perspective. One of them is society's interpretation of who I am. I know that a lot of people see me as a Black woman, and there's, societal ways that has been shaped. I know that I'm just a woman, period. So again, just kind of referencing what happened with the slut shaming of Chloe, when I say I surrendered to the fact that, yes, men are going to see me sexually, because I'm a woman. I surrendered to the fact that, yes, society's going to they see my brown skin, they see me as Black. Like, I don't care what they think of me. Like, I can't control that. I can't control the lens that they see me through. All that I can do on my own is be the best me that I can possibly be. I'm surrendered to it. I don't have to fight their perception of me. I don't have to go to war with their perception of me. If they wrong, they wrong. It is what it is. My relationship with my mother is something that I have surrendered. My mother is going to be my mother. She always has been. And she has never been, and that's not a jab, she's never been the person that I wanted her to be. At this point, there is a lot less contact. I talk about this all the time, but for those who don't know, and, it may be an on-time message. There's a lot less contact with her. There's also just a lot more freedom in my spirit, and in the way that I am able to move, because it's something that's not going to change. Good morning. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm just not at war with it anymore. In fact, like I said, it's a way of choosing to study as well. Like a lot of people, again, are at war with themselves. And so I let her, the things that are negative about her or that I experience that are negative, I get to sit back while she wars with herself, and I choose to be at peace. I'm surrendered to it. It is what it is. It's cool. I will learn and have learned to do so much for myself, without her. And it definitely has its moments. The surrender doesn't mean that it's not challenging. It just means that you give up choosing to show up and fight with it all the time. My standard of beauty and health is something that I surrendered. It's not society's standard. It has taken a long time. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I will just say this, I really encourage you all to continue to have relationships, friendships, gain as many perspectives as you possibly can. I have friends of all ages, all races. So anyway, and she was just talking to me about her experience of, growing up in South Carolina. And she was the one who brought up this Chloe thing as well. Long story short, what I'm getting at is, a lot of women have, especially in the South, have not embraced their femininity and their sexuality, and the power of being sexy and beautiful. If anything, that's why a lot of people go and attack this young woman for embracing, this part of herself. And so my point is, that I decided quite some time ago, that I was not going to be a size 6, that is okay. I'm not going to be at war again with myself and the way that I feel about myself, because I don't fit a societal standard of beauty, a wide range, or whatever you want to call it. The European standard, that a lot of things are shaped by. I decided at one point, I was looking in the mirror and I said, you're going to accept who you are, you're going to love who you are. You may not look in the mirror and see everything that you like right now, but you're going to learn to love her. And anything you want to improve from here, you can improve. But what you're not going to do is be at war with yourself. I'm not doing that. Even if I gain 5-10 pounds, I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me at the core. We got enough of society coming against us. Again, that's something you can't control. Why be at war with yourself? Choose to love yourself and move on from there. That's something that I can control. That's something things that I can do on a daily basis. This skin, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of, even being beautiful and perceived as beautiful is because, again, I accepted that about myself and I present myself as such, and I push that energy through, and people will ultimately see you the way you see yourself. And that's to my point of even just the surrender, and everything doesn't have to be about war. Not with others and not with yourself. One of the last things that I surrendered to is that, romance is a fleeting feeling, in these relationships, we've romanticized so much, even in family relationships, friendships, we tend to feel like, we're supposed to feel like so amazing all the time. And that's just not going to be the case. There are going to be some challenges. There are going to be some things to work through. We're going to meet parts of each other, that, again, have been at war with ourselves for some time. Things that we didn't ask for, things that were in our bag. So, we take that with grace, and you do need community, to push through. That is another reason why I get up here every week, with y'all, and I appreciate y'all, because I truly feel a sense of community, that we are people who want to, I don't know why my phone keeps going dark, but people who want to do our best, and really become as close to our purpose and as we possibly can, and it again, lots of people are already at war with themselves. It's important, to be engaged with people who are progressive. So, romance is fleeting, but stability really matters. We can't just, even when we decide to cut ties, just like I've said with my mom, I haven't cut ties with her, but, the stability of my family still matters. So it's complicated. The feeling, of being excited around her and all these things, that feeling is fleeting. um, feeling warm and fuzzy, but she's still my mother, and she's still who God chose. So whatever lessons are there, I sit back and I learn, and I do what I can do. And so, when I talk about surrendering, I say, how do you surrender? Well, the first thing is you find acceptance and you state what the issue is. Okay? Like, again, and I'm just using this because a lot of us struggle, especially during the pandemic. Let's say weight. You don't like your weight and how big you are. You looking, every day you're at war with this perception of yourself. At some point, you got to look in the mirror and say, at least this is what I said. This is how I talk to myself. I'm not going to sit up here and gas myself every single freaking day. You bigger than you want to be. You have gained weight. You're bigger than you want to be. And again, we're going to choose to love ourselves from this point. But we need to make improvements. You take accountability for making it better. We need to make improvements. Break it down. Making better decisions every single time. Again, sitting back, learning about the enemy. If the enemy is fat, then I need to learn about how fat gets here. I need to learn about how to lose the fat. I need to learn the relationship. I need to create a relationship with that. If I don't know anything about it, I don't know how to defeat it, right? So I think the first thing is that you find acceptance, and then you take accountability for making it better for you. You really have to own that it's going to be for you. Yes, we are community. Yes, we are a group, but we are individuals who make up that group. And so, good morning. Nobody is going to feel things the way that you are. Nobody's going to look through the lens that you are looking through. We might share some similarities. There might be some things that we have in common. But at the end of the day, the responsibility is really yours. And so, again, if you just base this on the fact that, a bunch of girls are going to go work out and a bunch of girls are eating healthy, it's nice to be inspired by them. But if at whatever point they have, a slip up, or you can't let that throw yours off. You have to be committed to what you can do on your side for you, period. Again, referencing what I was saying about how society sees me. That ain't what can I do about the way they see me? Nothing. I can do things about the way that I see me. And again, they will start to see me the way that I see myself. So go in there, be honest with yourself, make the changes from there for you. Stop blaming everybody else around. Surrender to that. Stop trying to get everybody else on board. It is accountability for self. It just makes it easier. It really, really does. When you start to, it's being self-centered. It's not selfish. It's being self-centered and really just understanding that everything is a ripple effect from where you are. You create leadership, for yourself. When you can't, I've gotten into some intense conversations, like I said, recently about politics and, what they should be doing for us. And I gave that up a long time ago, of what the government and who these people should be. Damn them. If there are things that I'm unhappy with in this particular country that I live in, it has its flaws. Just like a lot of the groups that people are flawed. Human beings are flawed. But there is a lot of opportunity. There's nothing that is stopping you from going out here and making yourself happy. That's what I was talking about last week. When you find out something ain't working, make yourself happy. Part of that is surrendering. surrendering to those things that, again, I can't. You don't have to be at war with it. That's the choice. That's the method. You don't have to be at war with it. Don't walk around with all that anger and bitterness inside of you. Again, a lot of us were handed a bag of stuff that just does not belong to us. Give it up. Here you go. You can have that back. I'm Gucci. I'm going to do what I can on my end. That's all you can do. That is all you can do, my friends. Again, we are dealing with this mental health. Good morning, my love. Dealing with, the weight of this pandemic. And I just see lots of people hitting some core foundation in the things that they have been dealing with. And it's okay. It's really okay. Sometimes you need the room and the time to feel all those feelings and explore that, and just deal with it so that we can move forward. Good morning, my love. So I'm going to share my wild thoughts of the day. There is core truth found in what you choose when nothing and no one is choosing you. And I say that to say, in this, again, surrender is a choice. It's when you think about a warrior and, are you going to fight it to the death? Are you going to let it kill you before you choose to just give it up? It doesn't have to kill you. It doesn't have, you don't have to fight it that long. You can literally choose to give it up. When no one is choosing you, when there's no validation, when there's, nothing but personal benefits that you'll get, it shows our true character. It shows what we're tapped into. There are, some people who are addicted to just the response from others all the time. And so core truth is found. You can look at that for yourself. When you think about, again, if nobody else shows up for this today, Tea and Wild Thoughts is something that I show up for every single Tuesday morning at 8:30 if I can. That's who I am. I'm gonna be dedicated to it because I choose discipline. I choose, this is stuff that it's a vision that I have. I have to stick to it. It's a part of who I am. It's a part of my character. And so if nobody else chooses this, Joy's going to choose this because that's who she is. So again, going back to the surrender and how to surrender and choosing those things that what you can do for yourself, not about anyone else. I'm using that example of weight loss again. If nobody else is showing up for this, I have to develop my character to show up for myself every single day. All I'm saying is, and you don't have to be at war with yourself to do it. It can be a very peaceful approach to these things that we want in life. You can be happy. You don't have to be at war. You can be happy and you can have peace. That's my protest as a black woman out here, to be a peaceful one. You don't see me rolling my neck and doing it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I roll my neck sometimes, but I want to be an example of a peaceful black woman. Smart, beautiful. That's my protest. So anyway, I will see y'all next Tuesday at 8:30. If this is you and you are on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe. Check out the self-care store. Support a black business. I do it for those of you who have already supported the self-care store. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for helping a young lady's vision come true. If anything hits you, by all means, let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna hop on Clubhouse at 9:15. If you can, come through, join. Let me know if there's anything that you heard that hit home. I love y'all. Have an amazing Tuesday, and I will see you next week, God willing.